Hello everybody, welcome to another video today. I'm Pat from Pat's Path Predictor. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of weather events that are going on across the country right now. So right now there's not really that much exciting, there's really, not very exciting weather going on across the United States, but there are a couple of areas of interest I want to talk about. First thing we're going to talk about is this glob of snow right here in eastern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, parts of Michigan, and I wanted to discuss that and everything because in the video I made yesterday, I talked about a white Christmas and everything. And since this is going on, and I talked about Minneapolis in this, quite funny enough, I figured I'd take some time and go ahead and talk about this to you guys. So this is essentially the latest radar shots right here. You can see it. Minneapolis got some snow. They're on the back end of it right now. They're in the midst of a band, and then another band kind of formed right behind it. We can do it frame by frame once this goes back. So starts out right here, then it goes like this. Minneapolis is now in a bit of moderate to heavy snow, right there, and it continues, and then it pulls off to the back end. Then another wave kind of merges with the first one. So yeah, up in Duluth, it looks like the snow up there is pretty consistent right there, and all that. In northern Wisconsin, you guys are gonna see quite a bit of snow and everything. Now, total snow accumulations up in Minneapolis, according to AccuWeather, it appears that the greatest chance is just probably going to be maybe a half inch, inch at the most. And it should, and if you're looking for a white Christmas, I hate to break this to you, but it's probably going to be gone by the time Christmas arrives in a few days. Currently, it's December 21st. If the snow is there for 4 days, then Merry Christmas. You get a white Christmas. But yeah, but according to this, a coating to an inch. That's basically the talk of the day right now, according to AccuWeather, right here. So it's expected to end by noon. So this shouldn't last much longer. It's currently 9 a.m. at the time of recording. So, and especially where you guys are at right here, you guys are at the back end of this. So my guess is it's gonna be over officially in about an hour, maybe two at the most. But if you're up in Duluth, we'll talk about that right now. In Duluth, Minnesota, there's currently a winter weather advisory out in effect by the National Weather Service. Additional snow accumulations up to 2 inches. Earlier this morning, they had it at 2 to 4 inches. This advisory ends today at noon. So yeah, you guys are gonna get some snow, but it's likely not gonna stop until late in the afternoon. The advisory will just expire at 12 p.m. So yep, until noon Central Standard Time. Just plan on some slippery road conditions if you plan on going out and getting your last minute Christmas shopping done. Yeah, the talk of the day right now is officially the end of it. According to AccuWeather, they're saying 3 to 6 inches of snow. NWS put it at 2 to 4, so it really depends on what model you look at. It's basically, when it comes to snow accumulation, it depends on what model you look at until about 24 hours before the snowstorm hits. And yeah, back in 2019, I remember just where I was at, like the big sources such as AccuWeather, the Weather Channel, National Weather Service said that my area was going to get like 6 to 10, like 6 to 12 even inches of snow in where I am, where the local news is saying it's going to be maybe an inch to 1 to 3 inches, and that was like that for several days, and then literally a day and a half before the snowstorm hit, the local sources realized that the big sources, they weren't changing it. It was going to be stronger than they thought it was going to be, so they started bumping up the estimates to basically close the gap, except they were moving their estimates up, and the Weather Channel, AccuWeather, those sources were just moving. Those estimates remained pretty stable. So yeah, 3 to 6 inches right here, according to AccuWeather, most likely at this point. There is a According to this there's a good chance of 6 to 10 inches of snow. Which, if that's the case, if that's the case and you like snow, good for you. But anyway, yeah, you guys are gonna get a good amount of snow. You guys up in Duluth are probably gonna see a white Christmas. That's more than likely at this point. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next topic of the day. So the next topic, we're going to go ahead and move down to Florida, particularly around the Orlando area in Central Florida, because there is a slight risk of severe weather in this area right here near Lake Okeechobee and all those areas. A marginal risk for the rest of Florida, including Miami, Palm Beach, Tampa, St. Petersburg. Yeah, in Orlando, which is just north of the slight risk. And why is there a slight risk of weather? Well, if you live in Florida, you probably know there's some tropical thunderstorms that are coming out of the Gulf of Mexico that are moving over your area at this point. If you live in Orlando, Daytona Beach, Palm Coast, Port St. Lucie, Palm Bay, Cocoa, Tampa, you're seeing quite a bit of rain today. So yeah, there's a slight risk. There's some tropical weather moving off the Gulf of Mexico into Florida. The Florida peninsula is basically just sticking out there and allowing these storms to just move right through it. So it is going to be raining. Should be over by the end of the afternoon. So after this, it's going to stop, and then after that, there's not another risk for severe weather. Like I can show you the day 2 and day 3. They're concentrated in the Pacific Northwest, which is to be expected at this time of year. But yeah, the talk of the day today is, at least in Florida, is that if you live in Central Florida, you're going to see a lot of rain. If you're in Miami, you're probably going to see a little bit of rain. I don't know what's going on with this, but let's go ahead and refresh. Let's go ahead and refresh that. But yeah, if you're in Florida, right here, you're gonna see some rain. If you're down in Miami, you could see some today. With that being said, it should be over by the late afternoon. If you're up in Minnesota, the talk of the day is just getting a few inches of snow up in northeastern Minnesota, parts of northern Wisconsin. Minneapolis is probably going to see maybe a half an inch at most at the end of the day. So with that being said, that basically wraps up the weather discussion for today. Weather's not the weather's not too exciting at this time right now. So with that being said, those are the two events that are going on across the country. So I hope you enjoyed this. This weather briefing for you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications for more updates like these. Christmas is 4 days away. If you haven't gotten your Christmas shopping done, I would do it sooner rather than later. And like I said yesterday, the only thing I want for Christmas is for you to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe, everybody.